35-25. Long pass to Chambers and behind the back.
Did you ever think in your wildest dreams? I guess
KJ to Chambers. Jam!
40 points in the first half for Tom Chambers.
Chambers to win the game. He's got it.
Welcome back to Tom Chambers' Greatest Games. In this episode, we go back to the 1989 NBA playoffs with the Phoenix Suns playing the Golden State Warriors. After sweeping the Denver Nuggets in the first round, the Suns would match up with the Warriors in the semis. With the series tied at 1 apiece, the Suns would face a must-win on the road situation to re-secure their home court advantage. The Suns' big lead in this game would be lost to the Warriors in the third quarter, but Chambers' hot shooting in the fourth quarter would help put the game out of reach. Chambers would be named Player of the Game with 31 points, 14 rebounds, and a clutch fourth quarter performance. So let's go back to May 11th, 1989. The Phoenix Suns at the Golden State Warriors in Game 3 of the Western Conference Semis.
Garland, Mullin, Higgins, and Teagle on the floor. Teagle with the drive. Teagle is still 0 for the night. He had 29 in Game 2. Chambers with the easy basket. Chambers has 5. And he'll try to see if he can do something that Winston Garland couldn't. Eddie Johnson on the break. Chambers with the follow. Corbin is up there too. I think they'll give it to Chambers. And Phoenix goes up by 16 points with less than a minute and a half in the first quarter. Teagle will try again from the perimeter. He is still 0 for the night. Teagle has missed 4 shots. Chambers just starting to fill it up. He has 9 now. Leading scorer is Kevin Johnson with 11. Eddie Johnson for 3.
3 points, Eddie Johnson.
Effective player, not just a guy who's the tallest player in the NBA. He even scored some 3-pointers this year. Manute Bol is 20 of 91 from 3-point range. From the Sudan, went to Bridgeport. Kevin Johnson with the wide open shot. He can't get it to go. Corbin misses. Smith can't get the rebound. That's the last shot of this quarter, and the Warriors will be happy it's over. They trail Phoenix by 15 after 1.
Warriors are proud to support in concert with AIDS.
Corbin all over Mullin. The double team leaves Smith alone in the corner. Otis Smith with 2 consecutive baskets, and it's an 8-point game. Johnson and Marley, the guards for Phoenix, with West, Eddie Johnson, and Corbin up front.
Notice the difference in the crowd now.
Marley on the end. Well, it was contested at the end. He was wide open on the path on the baseline.
You know, you're talking about tough, and that's what they need right there. They need Ronnie Lott, the 49ers, to come down here and perhaps give them some of that tenacious defense. Richmond.
Chambers left alone. And you know what he'll do when he's left alone. Corbin to drive in Chambers. It's blocked, and Bol with the foul. That'll be 3.
Number 10, Manute Bol, 3rd personal, 15.
Tom Chambers with 11 points, had 9 in the first quarter, only 2 thus far in the second. Chambers says he really enjoys playing for Phoenix. He says, because they want me here. He didn't feel that he was really all that appreciated at Seattle. Signed as a free agent and went over 2,000 points this year. And is playing happy. All-Star MVP in '87.
Yeah, I guess that's just human nature. You know, we want you here. Notice how happy you are. Well, Manute hasn't punched a hole in it, but he does show that he's got a shot that if he could develop it consistently, it may turn into the new weapon of the 21st century.
His first name, Manute, means special blessing. in the Sudanese language, and he has been a special blessing to the Golden State Warriors. Of course, a draft choice of Washington. Don Nelson said he thought about drafting him when he was at Milwaukee, didn't do it, and was sorry ever since, and is very glad to have him now.
If they could just score it at their end. Mullin comes up with the ball for Golden State.
Otis Smith off the glass, gets the roll. Don Nelson wanted that to be a three-point opportunity, didn't get it, but the Warriors have pulled to within 9, and Otis Smith off the bench has 6. Kevin Johnson dishes into the corner to Corbin. Golden State with 16 seconds to try to cut their deficit to single digits. It could have been much worse for Golden State as poorly as they were shooting. You pointed out, Steve, Phoenix also has not been shooting that well. They've simply been offensively rebounding a lot better. The lob to Otis Smith, who has 8 in the quarter. 3 seconds remain in the half. And the way these teams score, they could both have shots at it. From half court, Majerle. Well, at the half, the Warriors have battled back in here and made this a game. Phoenix 59, Golden State 50. And coming up at halftime, our Prudential halftime report with Craig Sager, and he'll be joined in our studios by Lenny Wilkins and have scores and highlights from that Bulls-Knicks game. But first, let's take this timeout.
Well, in a few moments, we'll go to a practice session with Cotton Fitzsimmons. But first, a look under the boardwalk at the current Western Conference rebound leaders.
Under the boardwalk, out of the sun. Under the boardwalk, we'll be having some fun. Under the boardwalk, people walking above. Under the boardwalk, we'll be falling.
We're back with Cleveland coach Lenny Wilkins, and although you play in the East, you know the Phoenix team quite well. 3 of their starters are former Cavs.
That says a lot. But I tell you, in the game, Kevin gets off early to help Phoenix by penetrating. Here you see him penetrate, take the ball all the way to the basket, score, get fouled, go to the foul line. Next time, he does the same thing on penetration, and certainly he dishes off and he gets more people involved into what they're doing.
He gives a lot of the credit to his game in Phoenix. Cotton gave him the chance to play. But to you, he said he learned so much from you and Mark Price. What did he learn being a second stringer?
Well, the thing I wanted Kevin to do was that I felt like practice should be your game. So you come out and you play hard and you challenge the guy that's ahead of you. You make him play hard. If you make him play hard, then he will respond to that and accept the challenge, and then you make each other better. The thing that I try to relate to both young players is that the guard has to control the tempo. He has to run the show. He's the quarterback out there. He has to involve people. If he involves people, then the team is a better team.
Okay, we'll be back. We'll visit Cotton Fitzsimmons in a practice session in a moment. When the season began, Cotton Fitzsimmons said his Phoenix Suns had a chance to make the playoffs. Nobody paid much attention. However, he proved them wrong. And during January, we were with Cotton as he turned the corner.
Now wait, no. I saw all that in Milwaukee, okay? I heard the hollers, I heard the screams. We got no free throws. I don't want to see it. I want the shots delivered. Penetrate, dish, and get an open shot. I want nothing forced here. Nothing. A little bit quick. Quick. Eddie, what are you doing, Eddie? What the hell you think you're doing? I was like, where's Eddie? Eddie, when you get your team, you run your own play. As long as I got the team, you get in that spot and knock them in.
I think Cotton Fitzsimmons is the key. He's instilled the confidence in a young team that is really necessary for us to believe in ourselves. He's made us realize that 3-4 years is a normal time period for a program to end up getting off the ground and coming from the ashes like Phoenix has done. But he said it doesn't always have to be that long. He said it can happen today, tomorrow, if you only believe and have the attitude. He's impatient. So what he says, it doesn't take a long time, but then it does. So he contradicts himself, but we pretty much believe in him.
Everybody go where you were. What the hell are you doing thinking about going out here? Put the ball in the basket. Put it in the basket. Look where the big guy is. Out there guarding him. Come on, young man. Come on. You guys, you and Timmy been with us all year long. You act like you haven't learned a thing from us. Come on, this game's simple. This game is simple. Make the game simple.
I'm pleased with the way the team is playing. They've responded. So I'm very happy about that. But believe it or not, I guess I've been doing it so long, I really don't care about any of those individual honors anymore. As you said, I've been there. The last time I was coach of the month, I think it was in December, I was in San Antonio, and I think I got fired, I believe, in April sometime. So I'm not too fond of those coach of the month and coach of the year. I'm more interested in our team winning.
Okay, Kevin Johnson says he contradicts himself, but we believe in him. That's the kind of kid you want to coach, isn't it?
Very definitely, because he's going to follow what you want done out there, try to do it to the best of his ability, and usually will make something positive happen.
As an opponent, are you surprised that Phoenix won 55 games this year?
Well, I'm not really surprised because for two reasons. One, I thought that the personnel they had, they could put a lot of points on the board. Tom Chambers is having a phenomenal year, and I think should be in consideration for most valuable player. Eddie Johnson is a guy that comes off the bench and can dump in 20 points like the snap of a finger. So when you have that and you got Kevin running the show, you got Mark West and them rebounding for you, you're going to generate a lot of points. Plus, the Western Conference isn't as tough this year.
Okay, and right now, Phoenix on top at the half. Let's go back to Bob Neal and Steve Jones, gentlemen.
And when you talk about scoring hoops, Tom Chambers is one of the best in the business. He had an excellent first half.
Well, you know, in that first period of play, Tom Chambers was one of the guys that got them going, and particularly in transition. When he can get the ball and take it to the basket, he can be as effective at scoring points in clusters as anybody. The key to Phoenix Suns all year long has been the penetration of Kevin Johnson. There isn't anyone on the Golden State Warrior team that can keep him away from that kind of penetration, so that's going to be a problem for them all night long. And perhaps one of the ways that the Warriors can get back in the game, and it may be a forecast of the kind of play we'll see from them, is through Chris Mullin. You'll see Mullin kind of lull everyone to sleep for the lob pass for Otis Smith as he drops it down for an easy two. And that's what the Warriors need. They need some easy hoops. They've had a lot of good looks at the hoop, but the ball hasn't gone down. And, you know, a lot of times people look at the Warriors and say that's a bad shot, but those are the kinds of shots they've been taking all year long. And Nelson has said, we're not going to stop doing what we did to get here. Chambers scores at the other end.
Chambers has 15. Kevin Johnson, 13. Long range Chris Mullin, he has 17. Mullin's had 11 of the first 13 Warrior points in this ball game as the Warriors just came out ice cold. Their hot shooting Terry Teagle went 0 for 7 before he drew iron. Corbin gets the lay-in on the nice pass. 10:46 to go, third quarter. Phoenix by 9. Winston Garland, point guard for Golden State, playing with 4 fouls. Mullin, he's red hot to open this quarter. 3 straight baskets. At 37 points in game number 2, has 19 here tonight.
Well, with Tyrone Corbin, they say make Mullin do one of 2 things, but don't allow him to do everything. Right now, he's able to get that jump shot away.
Kevin Johnson with a beautiful pass into Mark West. Johnson faked going for the three-pointer and found West with a bullet. 14 points for West. Remember, Mark West averaged only 7 points a game in the regular season, had been averaging 6 points a game in the playoffs. Cotton Fitzsimmons said, we hope to get him more involved offensively, and that was an understatement. Richmond going for 2. He'd stepped on the line. 65-58 Phoenix.
You know what was missing? They got a song here, We Came to Play. They played it here at halftime. I guess the players all heard it. They're starting to play the game. Chambers comes back the other way.
7 points a game all season. They've really got him involved inside. Mullin on the drive and the hoop. What basket awareness for Chris Mullin. He's got 23 and an opportunity to make it 24. Marley missing from long range. The long rebound is controlled by Smith. Mullin's alone. He'll lay it in. Mullin with 26 points. And it's a 2-point Phoenix lead. Phoenix by 4 once again. They get Higgins and Bowl outside the 3-point line. The only guy low is Smith for the lob. As you said, Steve Jones.
Garland feels it.
Yes, he does. From 18 that time. There's a timeout on the floor. Charge to Golden State, trailing it by 1.
Charles looks like he's just determined to take over this game.
Dominique fires outside, goes after it. Whoa! The Elo for a three-pointer. He leads the league. Price with a tip at the buzzer.
Jordan on the move, in from the right, reverse layup.
They're enjoying their biggest lead, 8 points.
Yes!
NBA action is fantastic.
Again, a chance for the Warriors to take the lead. This place will explode. Otis Smith. It's blocked by West. Smith with his own rebound. The Warriors' first lead was short-lived. They trail it by 1 now. Richmond over Marley. Tough shot. He has 11, Mitch Richmond. Richmond averaging 22 points a game, below his average on that pace tonight, but he could explode at any moment also offensively.
Well, that's the thing about the Warriors. They have a lot of people that can get big numbers in a short period of time. Chambers can do the same thing, strong drive.
Garland launches one from three-point range. At the end of 3, Phoenix leads it by 3. Anybody's ball game from Oakland, California.
It's time for the Gatorade Slam Dunk. Tonight's Slam Dunk by Willie Anderson.
Ready to begin the final 12 minutes. Phoenix leading it by 3. Tom Chambers having himself a whale of a night, though, with 19 points thus far and a power move to the hoop.
Well, Tom Chambers, realizing that he's struggling from the outside along with this team, decided to come inside and showed the strength and balance to get that one up and down.
At one point in this ball game, Tom Chambers out-rebounded the entire Warriors team 9-8 early on. Chambers hasn't had a rebound since in the last 2 quarters. Phoenix leads it by 3, final 12 minutes. The series tied at 1 game each.
Looking for Tom Chambers against Rod Higgins.
Through the double team, still got the left-handed hook to fall. Chambers over the double team. Kicks it back out. Higgins for 3. Chambers to Johnson. Bounce past Marley. Past Mullin. Nice play. Bull's going to try for 3.
As always, the crowd here says no. They almost were on their feet as it spooned out. But Bull has the freedom to shoot that ball. And the thing about the Warriors, it has nothing to do with the game situation. They just put the ball in the air and play their game.
Chambers
is the story right now. He's got 6 at the top of the period, and they've got a 9-point lead.
Bull with the rebound, but didn't get up high enough. And he can reach 10 feet 3 inches high standing flat on his feet, and he still missed that one.
Well,
Phoenix makes him pay.
The tiptoe jam, he lost control of it, and Tom Chambers comes back with a big drive.
Chambers now with 27 in the game. Phoenix back to a 10-point lead with 8:18 remaining. Time for our Honda leaders. These are the top turnaround from one season to another in numbers of win. The team that did it best was Boston when Bird joined them. Then Milwaukee under Lou Alcindor at the time. And Phoenix and Golden State have come with their great improvements with coaches. There you see, Cotton on the left, Don Nelson on the right. Finally goes to him, and Teagle takes it inside. Blocked by Chambers. Garland back with it, drew the foul. Teagle wants it over Chambers. Chambers right in his face. Chambers has done a very good job defensing Teagle tonight. Chambers scoops it past Richmond. Chambers with 29. He's got 10 in this 4th quarter.
And they need to figure out a way to force Phoenix from doing what they like and get the ball out of the hands of Tom Chambers.
Penetration by Johnson. The dish to Chambers. Chambers has 31.
12 in the period, and he has outscored the Warriors 12-8.
Tonight's Polaroid Picture Perfect Play is brought to you by Polaroid. Before it's a memory, it's a Polaroid.
Well, the Phoenix Suns have been a team that's attacked at the offensive end, and they've done it on the strength of Tom Chambers, and whenever he can get out there, it's always a pretty finish.
31 points for Chambers. He's 6 out of 7 so far in the fourth quarter. Phoenix by 10. Teagle has it, and he'll try it over Chambers. Again, Chambers has been in Teagle's face this entire second half. Teagle came out and he was just simply cold, but he's had to really fight through Chambers on every shot attempt.
And you notice the Suns have gotten more aggressive at the offensive end. The shots are becoming much easier for everyone to get. Eddie Johnson strikes, and Ralph has not been a true low-post center in that sense. He has the activity that maybe could redefine the center position, and if he can play with any kind of authority next year at all, then he's going to be in a very effective part of what they're trying to do in challenging the Los Angeles Lakers for supremacy in the West.
Ralph Sampson, of course, the #1 player drafted by Houston in 1983, #1 in the country. Then he was traded from Houston here for Joe Barry Carroll and Eric Floyd. He was Rookie of the Year in '84 and All-Star MVP in '85, and things have gone downhill through injuries and various other problems for Ralph Sampson, mainly changing teams and such. He, at least publicly, is maintaining a stiff upper lip and says, I'm for the team. If we're successful, I'll find my time and my day will come.
Well, I think that's true, and that's the right approach to take in the face of the overwhelming success that they've had without him. There's not a lot that you can say.
Ralph Sampson from the University of Virginia with 2:38 to go in the ball game, and the steal. Richmond dishes to Mullin. It's an 8-point game with 2.5 to go. One of the biggest increases in attendance in the NBA here. Oakland, California this year, and with good reason.
Well, there's been the story for the Phoenix Suns. Tom Chambers in the fourth period of play came up with some big hoops, and now they'll just spread the floor and work the clock. 13 left on the clock, 17 on the game.
Well, the home court advantage in the playoffs of 1989 has not been significant, and it's proving that way again here tonight. Mullin will go strong to the hoop. It is blocked by Kevin Johnson, and this one is all over. Phoenix is going to get the win, 113-104, a 9-point Phoenix Suns win. They get back the road win that they gave up in Phoenix. These two teams will play here again before returning to the Valley of the Sun. And tonight, it's Phoenix taking a 2-1 lead in this Western Conference semifinal series. It was a low-scoring ball game, but exciting as the Warriors failed to ever really get out of the ball game till the very final seconds, even though it was a sporadic game for the Warriors, probably be a good word. And our player of the game tonight is Tom Chambers, and on behalf of Miller Lite Superstation TBS, we'll donate $1,000 to the Multiple Sclerosis Foundation in his name. He had an excellent ball game with 12 in the fourth quarter.
He finished real strong and really spearheaded the break that the Phoenix Suns needed, as they were only ahead by 3 at the end of 3, and the Warriors looked like they might have had that big momentum and the crowd in the ball game, and he killed all of that.
So the Suns go up 2-1 in this Western.